can't go back and see what happened in the past. So when I use the word monitoring, in the monitoring world, we always want to store the data. What happened in the past is called historical data. So that if something happened, this data my team can use to do further analysis. Why happened? What happened? It's called root cause analysis to find out the challenges. Okay, and if you have the data, from this data, you can put on some kind of visual tools. You can get graphs and something like this. But for this, you have to data. Where? In a file. So this information I want to store in a file. But one more thing I want to add. Whenever you talk about the word monitor, okay, monitoring always means you want to store something of that thing. Whatever you want to monitor is called event. So right now I'm teaching you. So this is a teaching event. So when I store this event from the camera into the hard disk, typically it is good practice to store the time also. Time also. So again, something happened in the past, also in the future, I can tell you, hey, at this time I talk this topic, right? See the time. So time is also important to store. So whenever you want to store some information, why? You understand, I believe, so that we can go in the past. It's called historical record. Okay, and understand, okay, this point in time something happened, why RAM go above. So we come to know, okay, this is the time where my client hit more site. So this is the right time to marketing your business. Because this time your system go slow, means a lot of guys are coming. Something like this. So you have to record the time also. And this time record, plus the information I want to store somewhere in the file. And how we can do is very simple. How we can do any information, if you want to store in the file, how can do? As echo, let's say I have info for high. If you want to store in the file, how can you store? This simple. File created, information stored. Sorry. That you know. So we use this symbol, right? But if you want to store the time, date, for example. So in the date you want to store the entire date, let's say maybe no. You only want to store, let's say, percent only this time. So this time, guys, has a special format called R. Or let's say you want to store the month, year also. So it's called D. Or let's say you want to store both. So the date command, guys, you can use this one. This is called double quotes. So I can say %R, %D, both will store. So %R will store the time. Then we give one space. So the one space is going to come in between. Then we store date. We store date. Okay. So this will give you the date and time. What? Current date and time. And this information, if this information I want to store in the file, so what to do? You can use this. So this output will go and store in the file. Okay, this is one point. But let's say you have one more requirement. One more requirement. Let's say you have one variable called x. Okay, and this value you also store in the file. How can you do? Sorry. This way. Okay, so same thing we will discuss already. But let's say your requirement, you want to store in a file in one single line both the information. This also and this also. Information that you have from the command and information you have from the variable in one single line. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you, if I run this command and then I run this command, last information will override, you know, right? Because it is simple. But if I run this command, first date save, then I run this command with double symbol, then they won't override, they will store both. But they come in two lines. But I want to store in one line. Why? Because it's good practice. Because technically, let's say this is a memory use 5 at the time. This is one information, right? This is one event. At this time, this is memory use. And one information mostly we store in one line also. There's a lot of technical reason for this, but this is very common practice we use. Okay, so what I want to do finally, I want to store the date, time, and the memory use in one single line. Then how we can do so? Okay, so for this, it's very simple again. For this, I'll tell you the example of echo. Let's say we have two variable x equal to 5, y equals to 10. In echo, we can print both the variable together. Or this is equal to this one. Okay? Or if you want to give some space in between, you can give the space. Or if you want to write colon between, like a string, colon. So it's like a string interpolation. This is a complete string, and whenever you add dollar, the understand variable, they go and pick the value. So two variable value I print in a single line. Now it is your choice, you want to use the variable, or it is your choice, you want to use as date as a variable, or your choice, you want to use date as a command. You know, backquote. So double quote support dollar also, backquote also, everything. And what I write in the single double quote, they will print as a string. That means that means this command, date command, if I print with echo in double quote, they print as a string. But this command I will run in the back code, they run as a command. Okay, but this command if I run and I use my variable name also, they print variable name also. So what a echo will print, they print on the one single line. So you can keep multiple things, string, variable, command, permission together with a echo. Okay, same concept I'm going to use. I'm going to use here. So this same concept, let me copy from here. Let it put in the file over here. And what I'm going to do, I say echo print the date and time plus x. Here x is not, because this command is what? They are going to give you memory percentage. And any information I want to use in the future, what to do? Store in the variable. What will be a better name? Let's say memory used percentage. And this variable I can use mem used percentage. That's all right. But understand that this is a command, right? Any command you understand the variable. You put the command into what? Backquote, right? Then it works. Okay, so this command run is a command, then store in the variable, and they will print. So when I run this code, sorry, bash, here, print, right? What they print? Date time, and this is what the current memory percentage. But here my plan is not to print on the screen, I want to store in the file. So what you can do? Okay, you can store in a file. And typically this is known as mostly called report. So this is my memory report dot let's say TSV report. What TSV? If I CSV is comma separate file, T means tab separate. Why tab separate? Because I would like to put tab in between. So between date and time, or sorry, your percentage, one tab character will come up. But tab does not work, guys, here in the echo. What to do? E. And when you run this line, they will create this file. Next time they overwrite. So if you want to keep on restoring the record, what you can do? Append. We want to keep all the records. Okay. So finally, if you notice, guys, whatever I teach you yesterday, today, I combined almost everything here. Okay. So when I run this command first time, you can see this file created, and you have the memory report. At this time, then we have tab separate. This is memory used. And when I run this command one more time, none output is coming on the screen, but they're storing in the file in the next line. And because they keep on storing the files, here time is also store, right? Again, I run this command. Now my team will ask, can we tell me report? What is the memory usage? I can send this report. Okay, or maybe let me show one more very quick example. Let me launch the browser. Okay, let me run this program again. You can see memory usage is not yet launched. Format. Click, memory use more, launch, one more time, one more time, one more time, because browser is launching. Okay, one more time. They keep on recording my information, and all the information storing where in a file. You can see at this time 61%, at this time 69%, at this time 70%. Okay, and why are we showing the file? Because we need information in the future of the past. This is called historical data. So my team can use the information to what? To do analysis. And for analysis, they can do some, statistical analysis they do. Or if you guys know machine learning, they can use this data to create a machine learning models to predict something. So we can give this data to machine learning guys to get the model. We can give the data to data guys, data engineer. We can give the information to BI guys, business intelligence guys, Tableau guys. They get a report, graph, visuals. But their work will come after our work. Our work. Understand? ऐसा नहीं होगा कि डेटा इंजीनियरिंग आप डायरेक्ट कर लोगे या डेटा साइंस डायरेक्ट पढ़ लोगे. उन सबके लिए डेटा चाहिए, रियल डेटा चाहिए. डेटा हम लोग देते हैं, मतलब जो लिनक्स पे काम करता है, सर्वर्स पे काम करता है, वो देता है. कितने अटैक हो रहे हैं, किसने किया, कब किया, उसका पैटर्न जानना है, मॉडल बनाना है, सो कैन प्रिडिक्ट कर पाएंगे. कितनी मेमोरी यूज हो रही है तो हम प्रिडिक्ट कर पाएंगे कि अगली वीक कितना रिजल्ट आएगा, कितना हो सकता है इस समय संडे के दिन ज्यादा ट्रैफिक आता हो, इसलिए क्योंकि लोग फ्री हैं, ज्यादा बिजनेस परचेस कर रहे हैं आपके ऐप से. तो वी कैन एनालाइज ऑल संडे रिजल्ट्स एंड प्रोएक्टिव प्लान फॉर नेक्स्ट संडे. कि नेक्स्ट संडे विल रन अ सर्वर विद बिगर रैम, ताकि क्लाइंट्स को प्रॉब्लम इशू ना फेस करना पड़े. भाई कब कर पाओगे? जब एनालिसिस करोगे. एनालिसिस के लिए डेटा को रिकॉर्ड करना पड़ेगा. रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए ऑटोमेशन चाहिए, स्क्रिप्ट जो हमने बनाई. समझ पूरी कहानी, पूरी दुनिया की टेक्निक बता दी ना आपको एक बार. 5 मिनट में सब कुछ बता दिया क्या क्या दुनिया में होता है. ओके, तो ऐसा है. अब इसको करो, ठीक है. आई हाईली एंड हाईली रिकमेंड, ओके, डोंट कॉपी पेस्ट दिस व्हाट इज इट वुड बी नेम वुड बी, क्या नाम था स्क्रिप्ट का, गेटर. डोंट कॉपी पेस्ट. ओके, इसका मतलब नहीं हुआ कुछ. आप जाओ अपने कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे, स्टार्ट को फ्री कमांड्स, फिर पहले गेट करो, फिर टेल करो, खुद करते जाओ. और जो फाइनल आउटपुट आएगा ना उसको फिर डालो वेरिएबल में, फिर कॉपी कर दो फाइल. ओके, तो खुद को पता पड़ जाएगा आपको कहां पटक रहे हैं. सीधे करोगे तो पता नहीं पड़ेगा कब कोमा लगाते कब हाइफन लगाते. देखो कितने कोमाज लगे हैं, कहीं भी कोमा, कहीं भी कोमा, कोई भी डबल कोड, सिंगल कोड. तो खुद पता पड़ जाएगा कब लगाना चाहिए, कहां लगाना चाहिए, कहां नहीं लगाना चाहिए. ऐसे करो तो फाइनली आपका खुद ही इसकी यही बन जाएगी जो मैंने बनाई. ओके, सो अभी आपको करना है प्रैक्टिस, देन हम लोग एक वही सेम लॉजिक. इसको करने के बाद इस प्रोजेक्ट को एक स्टोरी बना के आपको लिंक्डइन पे पोस्ट करना है. स्टोरी कैसे होगी, वो स्टोरी बताई मैंने कि मैं डेटा साइंस गाय हूं, आज तक मैंने डेटा को डाउनलोड किया है अलग अलग साइट से. वो कोई रियल थोड़ी ना मशीन लर्निंग का मॉडल बनाना. तो मैंने सर्वर लॉन्च किया, सर्वर के अंदर मैं रियल टाइम एनालिसिस किया, रियल टाइम रिपोर्ट लेके आया. इस डेटा को मैं मशीन लर्निंग के मॉडल में लोड करूंगा, लीनियर रिग्रेशन के अंदर, डीप लर्निंग के थ्रू, न्यूरल नेटवर्क या जो भी थ्रू, वो मॉडल बनाऊंगा फ्यूचर प्रेडिक्शन करने के लिए कि अगले साल में सर्वर में क्या होने वाला है. ऐसा उसको डेटा गैदर करने का, आज तक किसी डेटा साइंस पढ़ा, डेटा कहां से लेके आओ? नेट से डाउनलोड किया ना, हमने खुद ने बनाया, कॉमर्शियल फाइल, टीएसपी फाइल। अब इसको आते मशीन नहीं बना तो मॉडल, बड़ी बात हो ना। तो इसके लिए मैंने इसके बनाई है, तो किसी और भी काम करना है तो मेरे से शेयर कर सकता है, ले सकता है। ओके, आपका लिंक्डइन का पोस्ट ऐसा नहीं होगा आप सीख रहे हैं, आपका पोस्ट होगा कि आप ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हैं और आप लोगों को ये बात शेयर कर रहे हैं, या आप बीआई गाय हो, बिजनेस इंटेलिजेंस गाय हो, या डेटा इंजीनियर गाय हो, या बोलते डेटा एनालिसिस गाय हो। सो फॉर एनालिसिस आई हैव क्रिएटेड दिस स्क्रिप्ट सो दे कैन रिकॉर्ड माय memory uses, so my team can do the analysis on the memory uses, and here the script for you. Okay, so create the storyline and then post. Okay, ऐसा पोस्ट मैंने तो कल किया था, आज टॉप कमांड पढ़ी, एलएस पढ़ी, ये पढ़ी, कई का पोस्ट देखा मैंने, तो कमांड की लिस्ट लिखी हुई है। Okay, so if we put the command list, it look like you're learning, and if you create a storyline, it look like you're sharing the information that you already know it and you're working on the projects. So you present yourself that you are kind of great experienced guy, you know a lot about the technology. वो तब हो पाएगा जब स्टोरी बनाओ। समझ आ गया? बहुत अच्छी बात, करोगे, करो इसको। एनी डाउट्स? एनी डाउट्स ऑफलाइन ऑनलाइन? क्या कॉलन डब्ल्यू एस्केप प्रेस करो, देन कॉलन डब्ल्यू। if you guys not comfortable with vi command, don't worry, use gedit. If you are not comfortable with vi command, use gedit to get the file. And for vi command we have shared the video, just go and learn from the video. Okay, use gedit command if you are not comfortable with vi command. Any other query offline online? जिसे मैंने समझाया ना, आपको क्या चाहिए, मेमोरी चाहिए, तो आपको फ्री कमांड है, फ्री कमांड आउटपुट देगा आपको। हाँ हाँ, तो फिर वो यूज नहीं कर सकते, वो होगा ही नहीं, वो पाइप का मतलब, उसको पाइप का मतलब आएगा ही नहीं। हम पाइप तभी यूज करते हैं जब डेटा पे काम करना, डेटा कब आएगा, आउटपुट आएगा। हाँ, तो लगा को शायद सपोर्ट कर ले वो, तो वो डेट का सपोर्ट नहीं करता उसको, फिर आपको खुद को 2 बार डेट लगानी पड़ेगी। हाँ, और फिर इको कमांड से कुछ करना पड़ेगा, स्किप से करना पड़ेगा। Okay, I suggest online offline guys, this hired maybe some chances, some of the concept you might not understand, I maybe, okay, but when you do it, perform it, you automatically understand कि कहाँ पे क्या इसका मतलब क्या है। फिर भी कोई डाउट बचता है, if any doubt left, then we'll help you guys. I suggest don't ask this question again to this script. Do it first. Try by yourself doing some hit and trial. Still you're not able to understand. Okay, then you can ask the question. Yes. हाँ कर सकते हैं, इस कट कमांड सपोर्ट दिस, इफ कट कमांड सपोर्ट दिस, अगर कट कमांड सपोर्ट कर तो कर सकते हो। नहीं, हाँ मेरी कट कमांड सपोर्ट करता है नंबर ऑफ स्पेसेस को, क्या करता कर सकता है, देयर विल बी सम वे, ओके, तो आप कर सकते हो। But I want to introduce one more new command, that's what I switched from cat to AW, because my intention is to tell you the AW command. Okay, तो आप चाहो कट में कुछ तरीके हैं उससे कर सकते हो, otherwise please everyone online offline is very important project, do it. Then we have a quiz also, the compulsory, we'll do it after 20 minutes, so it's practice time, this time and LinkedIn post time, then we do a quiz, then we go for break.